Youngshinobisuper, and today we are back with a brand new reaction. This time we are reacting to top 10 Power Rangers fight from Watch Mojo. If you like these videos, like, comment, and subscribe like always. Before the video starts, I want you to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button for more content like this every day. But enjoy the video.
These are the battles that escalated on a more phenomenal scale. Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
Okay.
We're counting down our picks for the top 10 Power Ranger fights. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most memorable, high-risk, and personal battles that have kept the Rangers going for
top 10
decades.
best
Not
fight
just
scenes
between
of all
good and
time.
evil, but also amongst each other. Be warned, if you've unfortunately missed out on these brawls, there will be spoilers.
Interesting. Okay.
Number 10, Dylan's Prison Cafeteria Brawl. Power Rangers RPM.
This one.
Did you see those desserts?
This was, in my opinion, this was the most underrated fight scene in Power Rangers RPM on Morph. This proved that Dylan had that aura.
They make that just for me. It's a sign.
While Ziggy and Dylan are locked in jail, Ziggy lands into trouble with the other inmates.
Ziggy was the most wanted person in the series.
Dessert. Fed up with the big boss's attitude, Dylan takes the dessert for himself, and the inmates all
They was fighting over Jello.
You should pick another one, my friend. The lime is just as good.
An all-out brawl breaks out, and Dylan wipes the floor with every one of them.
Dang, bro, this is Dylan had that aura. Top 10 best Black Ranger all time.
He proved that you don't need the costume or powers to win a rumble. Sometimes you just need the skills and boldness, and a few robotic implants to win and impress the other Rangers.
The greatest rival of all time.
Master Org. Power Rangers Wild.
This is one of the most trigger moments in Power Rangers history. Master Orb origin story.
Force.
I finished off your parents.
Whoa!
And I enjoyed every
This
single
is
minute
Brew,
of it.
the biggest
when Master
hater.
Org kidnaps the Rangers, he drops the mother of all bombs. It turns out that he was
the biggest hater in the Power Rangers
He grew
villains.
jealous of his colleagues' love and killed them after becoming half Org, ending everything.
Bro, this was like the proof of the most hated villain of all time. You murked the Red Ranger's parents over jealousy. This storyline was so wicked.
Everything that caused his, quote, suffering, except for Cole.
I'm a guardian of the earth!
After getting tossed around,
Bro,
Cole has had enough. He morphs and brawls
this is
the Master
like no
one-on-one,
hold back.
evenly matched. After one redirected blast, it's all over. Master Org is reverted back into a powerless human.
This thing
prods Cole into finishing him off.
But the only thing, the responsible thing was to do was to walk away.
This murderous traitor took.
This was the right thing to do.
Number 8, LMBO versus Nick /
Father versus son. The fate of Mystic Force. This was a crazy father versus son match.
Korag, Power Rangers Mystic Force.
Destroyer.
He was possessed by the Master.
You've got it wrong. That's my son.
Like they say.
Like father, like son.
The greatest duel.
Like father, like son. Possessed by the Master's dark magic, Nick terrorizes the mystic realm and morphs into a ghost of the Rangers.
It makes sense why Nick went that road. Because he was possessed. And it was like a ghost of Korag never died.
And LMBO's past. Korag, the Night Wolf.
Dang.
The mystic force will fall by my sword.
This was like the goatest moment.
With no choice, LMBO does combat with his own son, and Nick doesn't hold back once.
Dang,
Two knights tear their base apart in their struggle.
This one, like the most. If I had to put top 10 Nick versus Korag fights, I'm putting them on the top one because they trilogy fights never get old. They were like the top 2006 classic fights.
We're not sure which is harder for LMBO, having to face his past head-to-head or being forced to confront
fight
his
own
own son
son.
and nearly lose. Thankfully, when it feels like all is lost, LMBO manages to reach out to Nick and free him of the Master's influence. But the worst is yet to come.
I know you're in there, son.
Dang. Father versus son fights. Cinema. Dang. That was a true classic.
Number 7, Wes versus Eric.
This is find the word, the two best rivals. Wes Collin versus Eric Myers.
Power Rangers Time Force.
If I can't control it, what makes you think that you can?
Daniel Southworth and Jason
Wes tries to convince Eric to give him the Quantum Morpher to
the
control
top
the
two
rampaging
best
T-Rex,
Red Rangers
but
of
Eric
all
chooses to
time.
antagonize him, saying he'd be a better Ranger leader than Wes.
I came here.
This
for the
storyline would prove
You wanna
that
save the city?
Eric was jealous of Wes all
Finally
along.
fed up with each other, the two morph and tussle it out. These two have always had a deep-seated rivalry. Eric's bitterness about Wes's wealth, while Wes just wanted to make peace. This may
It makes sense because it makes sense how Wes' character development, that he was spoiled rich boy, and turned into the most responsible leadership. And Eric became bitter. And the more of the storyline was felt like one of them got bitter and the other one got better.
may have started as some power struggle, but this duel goes much deeper.
It's not about me, Eric.
It's always been about you.
While
The
Eric wins
greatest
the brawl
rival
and the
of
Q-Rex,
all
Wes
time.
gains a more personal victory as the Rangers still choose him. As intense as this fight is, it makes
This was proof that Eric was the best anti-Ranger of all
Wes
time.
and Eric's future partnership even more cathartic.
Checking voice match.
That's it.
Number 6, Megazord and Dragonzord versus Cyclopsis. Mighty
Dude,
Morphin
this
Power
was like the
Rangers.
unbeatable Zord. This was like
Meet the Rangers.
This was like under the best fight scenes in Mighty Morphin history, besides Jason versus Tommy.
Toughest
Rest in
foe
peace
of
to
the
the
first
GOAT.
season, Cyclopsis, a deadly war Zord piloted by Goldar. He takes little
I
effort to
actually
toss
put this
Megazord
one
and
down
Dragonzord
as
around,
the
and
top
within
10
just 2
best
rounds,
Megazords
he's
of all
destroyed,
time.
Revived and empowered, thanks to Rita's cheating and ability to slice the
Dude,
Zords
that
to
thing
pieces,
cut that
forcing them to
sword
retreat for
off
repairs.
like no problem.
The situation seems grim until the Rangers learn about Cyclopsis' weakness.
Cyclopsis will adjust to whenever it fights. If you change battle
Okay.
modes frequently, it will not be able to keep up.
Then they pull out all the stops.
All
Every
the
Zord,
trump cards.
Megazord, and Ultrazord in their arsenal to overload
Cinema.
the Titanic monstrosity and end his rampage for good.
This was
If this
complete
had been the
cinema.
series finale, as originally intended, it would have gone out with a triumphant bang.
It can't be abandoned shell.
Dang, bro.
Number 5, Tommy fights for his life.
I gotta say, speaking of this, I will do a reaction to all of Jason David Frank's trilogy real soon. This was like one of the best Dino Thunder fight scenes all the time.
Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Something tells me we're not
It's all your Rangers form. Dang, bro, your
After an
old
experiment
evil
gone
Green
wrong,
Ranger
Tommy's rocked
auras
into a
never
coma.
got
While he
old.
lies in the hospital, his mind takes him to a world where he's
I gotta say, JDF, I respect him, and this was like one of his best fight scenes all the time. This gotta be one of the best Power Ranger fight scenes.
He's confronted by his old powers. The Red Zeo Ranger, the White Ranger, and a
Which the Zeo Ranger powers kind of got retconned. We didn't know how they actually lose the Zeo Ranger powers. That was a retcon.
of course, the Green Ranger.
The Green Ranger version,
It's been a while, Tommy.
With
the Green Ranger aura never got old. Never got old.
no other option, Tommy must literally face his past unmorphed, each duel tougher than the last. It turns out that this was
all like, it started off with Zeo, then two Mighty Morphins, green, white, then green. Green was like his final boss
All
in
a
this
test to see
battle.
how strong his will to live was, and it's safe to say that he passed.
Why don't you just give up the fight?
The old
That's the one
Green
thing I'll never
Ranger
do.
never
I
died.
guess it's over. You passed the test.
Recipes to
In
the
addition to
GOAT.
pitting Tommy against his previous selves again, this fight highlighted one of
This
his most
was like-
admirable traits.
went down
never
as
giving
the
up,
GOAT.
even when fighting for his life.
Tommy, you're okay.
Cinema.
Feel better.
Number 4, A Squad versus
Now we are going to the pure GOAT. The pure GOAT battle. A Squad versus B Squad. Ending part 1 from Power Rangers SPD.
B Squad. Power Rangers
The
SPD.
former traitors of the A Squad.
Our B Squad heroes have been living in the shadows of the superior A Squad, the highest ranking SPD Ranger team.
We
However,
even
after
know
returning
what
from
caused
being
them
MIA,
to
it
turn
turns out that
on
the best of the best team
turn
have
on
gone rogue,
SPD.
capturing Kruger for Grum.
You'll be coming with us, Commander Kruger.
The plot
you have
twist.
an appointment with Emperor Grum.
To rescue their commander, the B Squad faces the A Squad for one final brawl.
The
Rookies
great
versus
duel.
Pros.
Jack versus Charlotte. Cinema. This was cinema right here.
Unfortunately, the pros live up to their rank.
You're only the B Squad.
Meaning what?
You're second best.
Second rate and second choice.
You're not even
They
fit
was
to
acting like they
shine
was
out.
superior.
Finally pushed too
Round
far,
2
our Rangers get
literally
their acts together
whooped them.
and really step up to knock the pros down a few pegs. In the end, the traitorous elites are brought to justice, showing once and for all who the real champions are. The loyal, unexpected Rangers of B Squad.
They literally whooped
You
them.
can't do this to us. We're the A Squad.
Not anymore.
Been demoted.
Number 3, Galaxy and Space Rangers.
Okay. This the power of the 10th power to the 10th power and power of pink. Best crossover.
Versus the Psycho Rangers. Power Rangers Lost Galaxy.
In space and Lost Galaxy.
1 year after their defeat, the Psycho Rangers are
The
back
best
and
villains
crazier
of
than ever.
all
They capture the
time.
Galaxy Rangers one by one, except for Leo, who's saved by the Red Space Ranger,
Whoa.
Andros. The two distract the,
pure
Psychos
goat,
while Mike frees
Andros.
the others. And then some unexpected help arrives, in the form of the remaining core Space Rangers.
Let's go.
Great. Yeah. Oh, yes, it can. Ready?
They never changed.
After an epic morphing sequence, it's Rumble time. Mike tussles with Trakina's goons, while each ranger teams up
Dynamax.
with their respective counterpart to overpower their specific doppelganger.
Okay.
Despite how nearly invincible the Psychos were last year, the power of two great teams
They was like Psycho Rangers was like pure demon mode when in space.
managed to
It was
finally
nice
finish
to
all
see
off.
them came back. And the plot twist was Psycho Pink was still
Almost
alive.
all of them. Number 2, Forever Red Moon Battle.
Cinema!
Power Rangers Wild Force.
Rangers! What? 10 Red Rangers?
Let's
Couldn't not
go.
mention this 10 Red Rangers
This
from
is
the
the
previous
final
decade
word,
teaming up for
pure
one huge
goat.
mission to wipe out the last of the Machine Empire. The minute they set foot on the moon, they're ready for combat
Dang, bro.
as they fight unmorphed against the Cogs, showcasing an awesome display of their respective fighting style.
All these Red Rangers in the past went down as the GOATs.
Then, after a long morphing sequence, the real fun begins. The Reds split off into pairs to dismantle the Generals side by side.
Jason and Cole tag team match.
With so many different
You don't
battle
believe in
techniques,
that
familiar
Jason
and new,
never
and with the older
lost
and newer
a
generations
step.
of Rangers teamwork, these were the brawls that were worthy of celebrating the 10th anniversary, even with the forced final
The
match.
best crossover of all time.
I have failed you in the Empire!
Dang, bro. Best
Before we
opening.
tussle with our number 1 fight, here are a few honorable mentions.
You're not
Dang, this is like
are you?
this is the most underrated moment that may prove Bulk and Skull character development. I kinda like these people. I kinda like Bulk and Skull. They kind of got some spotlight in Zio.
Whoa! Come on, let's get in there. Who's with me?
Yep. I kind of like their character development.
Number 1, Jason versus
The
Tommy,
GOAT!
Lady Morphin Power Rangers.
All right, I'm going down.
In the
The
finale of the
trilogy.
With Evil arc, Jason confronts Tommy for one last duel, one-on-one.
This went down as the pure trilogy. Jason versus Tommy. That thing went crazy. The trilogy,
With
round
Sword Strong,
1.
determined to break Rita's influence over him. Tommy has the upper hand, but Jason won't give up on him so easily. He strikes him down,
This is
disarming him, and
definitely
destroys the
define
Sword of
how
Darkness,
Jason's the
ending
pure
Rita's spell
GOAT
for
Red
good.
Ranger.
It's all over, Tommy.
Dang,
This
bro.
wouldn't be the last time the two went
But
head-to-head,
round
but this
2
epic fight between two
never,
iconic Rangers is a
it
trait
was
that
a
any fan can eat
banger.
up. Not only does it highlight Jason's determination and the start of Tommy's hero career, but it also marks the unity of the full
The
Mighty
greatest
Morphin
duel
team.
of all
Join us,
time.
Tommy.
Cinema.
Do you agree with our picks?
Thanks
Check out
for
these other
watching.
great
If you
clips
like
from
this
Watch
video,
Mojo, and
like,
subscribe
comment,
for
and
new
subscribe
videos
like
every
always.
day.
Peace out.
I was you messing up again with me. I was the one who pushed you to leave. One up the